The current in the river is the capacity of water in the river, right? I.e., how much water it can supply. It depends on the supply of water in the river by force of gravity of the mountain, usually. The height of the mountain, yes. So the mountain is yay high and the river flows down by force of gravity because the earth is massive. And gravity is a constant, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it doesn't change. You can calculate the power of the river based on the height of the mountain, which is how high the mountain is, and by then introducing a clock or two at 2 points, and you clock that. How fast does it go from, usually by a small ship or something, yeah. You know, like a paper ship, origami ship, yeah. And you clock it at that point and at that point. And then that gives you the velocity of the water, right? So that kind of explains away power, potential, and current. So, some mill well somewhere was measured, yeah, to get the cycle per second. Don't ask me where, don't ask me when, I don't know. And a second is a constant, yeah. The only variable that can change is the cycle of the wheel based on the river power. Right? Yeah, so it's the only variable, really. And then, what you can do is climatology, yeah. Or how's the river doing today? You're trying to track how the river is doing across time and seasons with the wheel, yeah, that spins around and stuff like that. And then you track it, and then you track the power of the river and the output, and then you graph it. Yeah. And then another point is, so if that's one current, it splits into two, but it's half as strong. So it's two little streams, right? And that's half a current, half a current. So if you only have 1 watt of power from the power station, right? From that thing. So you only supply 1 watt. Yeah, because it spins the wheel backwards. The river goes that way. You can only supply enough for 1 light bulb, which is 1 watt. So you need a switch to switch between them. It's an either or switch. But you can also supply 1 watt to half watt bulbs, 2 of them at the same time. And it's an AND. But they're dimmer. Yeah. They're dimmer than 1 watt bulb. But bulb can light up. So you have a choice, really. You know, would you like to supply 1 big bulb and not the other, or vice versa, with a switch, or supply 2 smaller ones at the same time? So that's interesting, right? Yeah, and well, anyway,